What up, everybody? How you doing? It's your boy DT.
It's Joe.
And you're watching Type of Dudes. Thank you for watching. And we are back at it again with another video reaction. This is our first reaction to Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Louis C.K. at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I know he had a show and there was some controversy and stuff like that, but only seen little clips of it, not really any extended versions of stand-up, so.
I know the name Louis C.K. I've seen his name in like movies and shit. The biggest thing is I heard he got in some trouble, some kind of harassment deal.
He was like
something like that.
Masturbating or something. I don't know.
So I don't know a whole lot about him as far as being a comedian, a stand-up comedian. So this is my first time reacting to Louis C.K. doing stand-up. And this video is a short one, but it's called Of Course, But Maybe. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know either, but
we're gonna find out right now.
All
right, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Everybody has a competition in their brain of good thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully they win, the good thoughts win. For me, I always have both. I have like the thing I believe, the good thing. That's the thing I believe. And then there's this thing. And I don't believe it, but it is there. It's always this thing and then this thing. It's become a category in my brain that I call, of course, but maybe.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. Okay, like of course, children who have nut allergies need to be protected. Of course. We have to segregate their food from nuts, have their medication available at all times, and anybody who manufactures or serves food needs to be aware of deadly nut allergies. Of course.
Yeah.
But maybe if touching a nut kills you, you're supposed to die.
Okay.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Of course not.
I get it,
Jesus.
okay.
I have a nephew who has that. I'd be devastated if something happened to him. But maybe, if we all just do this for 1 year, we're done with nut allergies forever.
Damn.
Oh.
Of course not.
Nah, can't do that.
Of course, if you're fighting for your country and you get shot or hurt, it's a terrible tragedy. Of course. Of course. But maybe if you pick up a gun and go to another country and you get shot, it's not that weird. Maybe if you get shot by the dude you were just shooting at, it's a tiny bit your fault.
I mean,
Yeah, they makes a good point.
it's a good point. But you can't say that.
Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Listen, you all clapped for dead kids with the nuts. For kids dying from nuts, you applauded. So you're in this with me now. Do you understand? You don't get to cherry pick.
All right.
Those kids did nothing to you.
Let's hear it.
Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished.
Okay.
How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them.
Damn.
There's no end to what you can do when you don't give a fuck about particular people. You can do anything.
You can do anything.
Yeah.
That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're shitty people, that we fuck others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the fucking roof because it's a nightmare in there.
Yep.
You really have a choice. You can have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit.
YouTube.
That's for you guys.
Oh shit! Oh, we have another one.
You know what? He makes a good point there, right? And it's not only the Great Wall of China, slaves.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. Well, basically, anytime when you put human production and you're gonna come out with cool stuff.
Yeah.
You put anything where you're putting in work towards anything, of course it's gonna. But yeah, slaves in particular, I guess.
Yeah.
It's amazing what people will do to not get whipped or killed.
Oh yeah.
When your life is on the line.
I mean,
it's gonna make you work a little bit harder, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is value into working people.
I think there's always, when you look at it, there's always value in hardship and adversity, right? And it's such an unfortunate and sad thing, and I would say it's the greatest sin of our country. But
maybe
we have the NBA.
we have the NBA. It's true. It's true. So yeah, man, that was a very clever way of making that point. Louis C.K. What did you think of him?
You know, I think he's a good actor. Like he really accentuates when he's ready to make the point. He gives enough time to kind of let it boil and bubble up, right?
I just really appreciate a good comedian with a lot of just
stage presence
and just talent for communicating.
Yeah.
And you know, some of the guys we've seen, Bill Burr, George Carlin, these are just masters of communication, timing, and stage presence, as he mentioned. And the setup was so good. The fact that he kind of laid out the premise, and he brought us in, and then he took us on this little ride. I thought the setup, the delivery was pretty good.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And it made you think. I didn't know where he was going at first.
Yeah.
And so that's the talent of a really good comedian.
Yep.
And yeah, I kind of want to know more about this guy.
Yeah.
And watch more of his stuff. Even though what I know about him, where he's at now, not so good.
Not so good. He got canceled a little bit.
He got canceled, I
it's-
guess.
Yeah.
I'm not
We'll
sure.
see. I think we'll figure out a little more about him.
Maybe he'll make a comeback.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he'll make a comeback.
Yeah.
Obviously, he has talent. And in this country, if you're talented enough, the rules mean nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. And make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like, comment. We love to read your comments.
Yep.
And if you have any more Louis C.K. videos for us to check out, or any other comedian for that matter, please leave them below. And
or any other topics you want us to cover, because we've mostly been covering comedic routines, some social issues. But if there's any other topics you guys would like to hear from us about, let us know.
Let us know, y'all. Anyway, till next time.